Unspoken truth. Anna had always believed in love. The kind that lasted through hardships. The kind that felt like home. When she married Daniel, she thought she had found exactly that. He was kind, gentle, and endlessly devoted to her. But as the years passed, an ache settled in her chest. One she couldn't quite explain. It wasn't that Daniel was unloving. It wasn't that he didn't try. But there was something missing. Something unfulfilled in her heart and body. Their living situation only made things more complicated. Daniel's father, Robert, had moved in with them after his wife passed. The house was large enough for them all, but it still felt like a shared space where privacy was limited, emotions easily overheard, and thoughts rarely left unspoken for long. Robert was nothing like Daniel. Where Daniel was soft-spoken and hesitant, Robert was confident, direct, and unwavering. He carried himself with a quiet strength, the kind that came from experience and loss. At first, Anna saw him only as her father-in-law, someone to respect and care for. But as time passed, she started to notice things, subtle differences that made her heart race in ways it shouldn't. The way he held her gaze just a second too long during conversations. The way his deep voice lingered in her mind after he spoke. The way his presence alone made her feel something she never had before. She tried to push these feelings away, convincing herself it was wrong. But the more she fought them, the more they consumed her. One evening, as she stood by the kitchen sink washing dishes, Robert approached. He reached for a glass above her, his arm brushing against hers. The warmth of his touch sent a shiver down her spine. "You seem lost in thought," he said, his voice low. Anna hesitated before speaking. "I think I've been lost for a while now." Robert studied her, his expression unreadable. "Then maybe it's time you stop running from whatever it is you're afraid to face." She turned to him, searching his eyes for judgment, for disapproval, but she found none. Instead, she saw understanding. It was in that moment she realized the truth she had been avoiding all along, the connection she had longed for, the passion she had never known with Daniel. It had been in front of her all this time, and it was forbidden. Yet, as the days passed, stolen glances turned into lingering touches. Conversations became deeper, laced with hidden meanings. The air between them grew thick with tension, a quiet war between desire and restraint. Living under the same roof made it unbearable. Every moment spent together was a test of control. And yet, neither of them could walk away. Because sometimes a heart finds its home in the most unexpected places, even when the world says it's wrong. And for Anna, a home had never felt closer. Even when the world says it's wrong. And for Anna, a home had never felt closer.